What is up, y'all? Within today's video, we're going to be talking about Ulta and their 21 days of beauty. I just want to let y'all know from the jump, I don't know why for some reason Ulta has been getting on my nerves recently. Like they really, first of all, they need to do something about their app. Their app is just a hot mess. It is just constantly having glitches and errors. And on top of that too, the last time that I placed an online pickup order, I just want to say it was this whole fiasco. I don't know what the time was, but they had like the big jumbo size of the Morphe setting spray on sale for like $9. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to place an order to like pick this up. Ironically enough, I was out of town when I placed this order, but I was like, oh, okay, it has like 3 days to pick it up. Like I'll be back home within a day, right? Well, by the time I had gotten back home the next day, they were already closed. So I was like, okay, I'll go and pick it up on Monday, right? But I placed the order on Saturday. When I go in there to pick up the order on Monday, they were like, oh, you've already picked this up. I'm like, no, I have not picked this up. What are you talking about? And then I had asked them, I said, when does it show that I picked it up? And they said on Saturday. And I was like, I literally was in Las Vegas on Saturday. So what do you mean I didn't pick it up? And they're like, yeah, it shows on our end that you picked it up. And I was like, well, that's funny because every single time when I place an order for pickup before, I'll get another email verification saying that you picked up your order. I didn't even get that, you know? So I was going back and forth with the workers for I would say like a good like 5 minutes. I was like, yeah, I literally didn't pick it up. Like, can you guys review your camera footage? And then, I said also on top of that too, don't you have to show your ID? So it's not like somebody can just like hack into my email and go and pick it up. You have to show your ID. And they're pretty thorough at checking your ID when you do place an order. So I was like going back and forth with her and I was like, well, can I ask to speak to a manager? Because she was like so dead set on that I picked it up. And I was like, I did not pick up my order, you know? So anyway, she calls the manager and I'm like talking to the manager. I was like, I did not pick up this order. And she's like, oh, she told the coworker, we have a separate spot for other pickups too, you know? She goes over there. There's my order. I was like, no apology, no nothing. She's just like, oh, here you go. I'm like, girl, I went back and forth with you, low-key, you accusing me of like, you know, trying to come up on here again and like take another pickup order. I'm like, no. And I do want to say the last time that they had a 21 days of beauty, I think that I did talk about this on camera. I was so heated that I placed a order for I want to say it was for like, y'all, I wanted to like pick up 4 of the eyebrow pencils from Benefit. I placed the order, it charged my card. However, it said that the order did not go through, right? The next day, I was like, what the hell? I had ended up missing that like 21 days of beauty sale because I don't know why for some reason people have said before like, oh, when they have the 21 days of beauty, you don't have to necessarily get it on that day. You can pick it up till the very end of it. And that wasn't the case for me because on the app, it's still like the next day had showed that they went from $12.50 to $25. So I was like, I couldn't do that, right? I contacted Ulta's customer service and they were like, oh, you're going to get a refund within 7 days. But I said, but what about my order? Like I was trying to order those brow pencils and they're like, unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do about it. And I'm like, what do you mean there's nothing that you can do about it? You see that you guys have charged my card. And they're like, but there's no order placed. And I'm like, I literally tried to place the order for them. My purchase is there, like I can show you. And they're like, but on our end, there's no order placed. So therefore, there's nothing we can do about it. So I missed out on my brow pencils because of their glitch in their system. And y'all, everyone and their mom was commenting on the Ulta Instagram page that they were going through the same exact thing. And I'm like, the fact that they didn't honor it for me, I was low-key kind of pissed because I'm like, your guys' system is trash and you're over here taking it out on the customer. So I basically missed out on my brow pencils because of them. Well, now this 2024 Ulta 21 Days of Beauty is a hot mess because basically what they're doing now is they're kind of like steadily releasing it rather than putting out the whole thing. If you guys are like fans of Ulta, if you guys get the little booklet in the mail, you guys would know that typically they have all 21 days already lined up, but they're avoiding doing that now because if you guys have seen the last time, Sephora and Macy's started doing the same thing and copying the same exact products that they were putting 50% off. So that way people can go into Macy's or go into Sephora to purchase those products. So I think this is just my opinion. Ulta is not doing that anymore because they don't want them to copy them. Well, guess what? Sephora still is copying them with the 50% off on the products. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't quite understand why Sephora doesn't do this on their own. Why are they specifically copying the same exact products that Ulta is putting out there? Why don't they just do their own little version of 21 Days of Beauty and put 50% off on products that they want to put off? Why are they putting exactly the same products as Ulta? I don't really understand that. But I do find this to be a little bit frustrating because to be like so honest with you guys, like y'all, I'm really broke right now. I have to budget like down to a T of like what I'm going to be purchasing. And I love seeing things in advance to be like, oh, okay, you know what? Let me hold off on this, but I'll get that. Or, oh, you know what? I may need this a little bit more than I need this. So let me not get this and wait for that. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like they're really taking away that opportunity. And it's so funny that in my opinion, I feel like they're doing it because of Sephora. And y'all, I am seeing all over Sephora as well as TikToks at Sephora that they are still doing the 50% off of the same exact products that Ulta is offering. So I'm just like, you guys are doing this and now it's just really inconveniencing the customer. I totally get it at first, obviously, as a competitive standpoint. They don't want Sephora to like go in there and then jock their whole entire things because people are going to end up going to Sephora instead. But I'm just kind of like, okay, well, now that you've seen that they're doing it, might as well just release the whole damn list, because people on TikTok who know how to change up the URLs have found out a way to basically show all of the 21 days of beauty products. And I went on to Ulta right now. I wanted to like do a full video of basically all the products within 21 days of beauty that I would be purchasing, but there's just only limited things posted. There are several different TikToks, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, y'all, like everyone's doing kind of like a green screen of it, and I was like, I don't even know how I would like do a video of like going over their green screens. Do you know what I mean? Because they're like literally blocking the product. So I do just want to talk about the products that are listed as of right now, and they are doing things a little bit in advance now. Say for example, you can check up until like the 14th, I want to say it is, and then after that they're basically doing it by week, let's just say, rather than every single day, as to where they started off with just like every day, like these are the deals of the day. And I'm like, do you know how inconvenient that is? Like, who's going to be checking their app every single day, you know? So within today's video, sorry for my little bit of a rant, but I'm just like, damn, I feel like Ulta is really dropping the ball these days. And I feel like low-key, if I'm keeping it real, I feel like their customer service, not necessarily customer service in store, because honestly, normally when I go to Ulta, it's a great experience, besides that one when I was picking up my order. But I feel like their customer service online too is a hot mess. And I just feel like overall, like, damn, they're a billion-dollar company. Why is their app so trash? I'm so sorry. Like, their app really triggers me. It bothers me so much. I don't know if it's just mine. I've updated it and everything. It constantly glitches, constantly shuts down. I'll add things to my cart. It'll take them out of my cart. I'm like, what's going on? Their app is just so horrible. But anyways, within today's video, I did want to talk about the products that are actually currently listed. I did already pick up two things from one day of the sale. I really wanted to do a full video of talking about the full 21 days of beauty, because I just feel like we all like to like obviously have things in mind of what we plan on getting, but obviously we can't do that because, you know, it's a little difficult this time. You guys can go onto TikTok though and like type in Ulta 21 days of beauty, and you guys will see all the people who know how to change the URL. I don't know how to do that. I'm not that like technologically advanced to where I can go on there and they like change the URL for each day to like see what the sales are going to be. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that, y'all. I'm a little bit dumb. So we're going to be talking about what products are currently listed. So if you guys are interested in that, of course, go and keep on watching. Make sure you guys click the link down below. Head over to my podcast channel. We upload new podcasts every single Wednesday. Make sure you guys go show some love over there. Let me shut up and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I have two corrections to make after filming that intro. I did go over to Sephora's website and their products are different at the time of me filming this video. You guys probably won't see it till a couple days later. So their products are different. So also just want to throw that out there, that maybe they don't have a full leak of like their products, or maybe they are doing their own version of it. So do keep an eye out over there on Sephora. Also, I did just want to confirm, as I did mention before, several people have told me that, oh, even after the day is over, you can still purchase the product for 50% off. That is 100% not true. Like, definitely, because I actually just went to look on my Ulta's website, or Ulta app, and I did see that I had actually purchased two of the gold bottles of the Morphe spray that was on sale a few days ago. And y'all, they were $9 and they're back up to $16 right now, or $18 right now. So I do want to let you guys know, make sure you guys are going to be purchasing this on the day of. Also, just to give you guys a heads up, I am pre-filming right now, so you guys may be seeing this a little bit later, so I do apologize if you guys see this after the date and the sale had probably already passed. But I'm sure you guys have probably got notified within the Ulta app or email. Also too, I am going to be talking about this TikTok creator right here by the name of Michaela. It just says Michaela on there, so I'm sorry I don't have a full @handle. I started taking screenshots from her page so that way we know more future dates, because I was like, you know what, if I make this video and I talk about, you know, things that I'm filming on the 12th, then you guys are probably not going to see this on the 15th, and it's like, oh, what's the point then of me making this video? So I do want to talk about stuff that is currently on sale right now on the actual website. I am so sorry, y'all. I just kind of don't like that they're doing this. I feel like I like the old method. I just felt like it was so easy, so that way you can plan what you wanted to purchase. And this whole day by day thing, I don't know. Maybe I just don't like surprises, I guess. I'm like, let me know ahead of time. At the time of me filming this, which I already know this video is not going up today, so I do apologize that you guys are seeing this later. But if you guys did, hopefully you guys were able to get your hands on the about face eye stuff. Jesus Christ. You guys know that I absolutely love the about face products. Basically they're kind of kind of like eye paints. I actually just put them away. I literally have almost every single color of the About Face because I feel like they are just so incredible. They are really, really good products. You guys know that I did a review before of James Charles Painted, and I was like, no, I am so sorry, but the About Face eye paints are so much better, and they're currently 50% off. Like I said, I apologize because this is at the time of me filming this video, and I wish that I would have been able to do a full video ahead of this. Do you know what I mean? But with this whole like daily deals, I'm like, they make it so hard to do, obviously. So that's currently on sale right now. I definitely would get my hands on those. I did want to get your guys' opinion about the Kinship. Now, you know what's so crazy is my mom was looking for an eye cream a while ago, and she actually bought this Bright Wave, and she paid full price for it, the $38. It's currently on sale for $19. But I wanted to get your guys' opinion about Kinship in general because I never really heard too much about them. But you know what's really crazy is actually 2 different workers had recommended this eye cream to my mom. So we did go to one Ulta because I was picking up a product, but one thing that she was looking for wasn't carried in that store, right? So my mom was like, oh, what do you recommend for eye creams? And the girl had said, oh, the Kinship one is really, really good, right? And my mom was like, okay. She went and she checked it out, right? And she didn't decide to buy it right there. She went to the other Ulta with me, and she had asked the worker there, like, I'm looking for an eye cream right now. I need something that's, you know, like brightening or whatever. And then she recommended the same exact one. So my mom was like, oh, okay, let me get that, you know. I actually have to follow up with her to see how she ended up liking it. This was maybe about a month ago, I want to say it was. So I don't like know if she fully saw results from it. But what do you guys feel about the brand? Because I did think it was a little bit ironic too. And I think my mom's that type of person that, like, if multiple people recommend the same product, then she's like, oh, well, it must be good, you know. So let me know how you guys like that. And then also too, what I thought would be a good one, I've never even heard of this before, but this is called the Live Tinted. They have the Hue Guard 3-in-1 Mineral Sunscreen Moisturizer Primer for $17, which is something that I would like to try. Also, at the time of me filming this, they do have Ofra Cosmetics, and then they do have the highlighters. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I remember back in the day, I want to say it was maybe like 2015, 2016, Ofra was popping off on social media. I feel like no one talks about Ofra at all anymore, but I guess a lot of people like their highlighters. You guys know that I am just not that type of person when it comes down to highlights. We do have, like, basically, if you go to the Ulta website, they do have March 13th on here. So it does have the Smashbox primers. All of the primers are going to be on there. You guys know before, back in the day, I used to absolutely love the green one. You know what's so weird though is I used to love the green one, but my skin was more oily, and I do feel like for some reason, typically, not everyone, but typically people who have more red skin, they're a little bit more sensitive, which means they're gonna end up being a little bit more on the sensitive side too when it comes down to things, right? So it's really crazy that I feel like over time the green one was a little bit drying to me. I don't know if they changed it, because I know that they did repackage it, and I'm like, maybe they did reformulate it when they repackaged it. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have like redness. The green one, I used to like it back in the day. Over time, I didn't like it though. And then they're also going to be having the KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation. Now you guys know I did a review of this foundation. I did not like it. I just don't like it. I meant to return it, y'all. I paid full price for this, and it just sits here. And like, I even asked my mom. My mom and I are like the same shade. I was like, do you want it? And then she tried it out, and she's like, no, I don't like it either. So I'm just like, damn, you know. But just in case you guys did like that foundation, it's going to be on the March 13th one. And then also they do have MAC Painterly, well, not Painterly specifically, but they have matte paint pots. Painterly specifically is my #1 favorite one, if you guys can get your hands on that. And then as far as the 14th, y'all, everyone is going crazy over the Too Faced blushes. I do have to say that bubblegum pink blush looks really, really cute. Those are going to be 50% off. And then the highlighter toppers from Rem, I actually haven't tried those, but y'all know I'm just not into highlights like that. Like, I just don't. Highlights and my skin texture, being that I have this like little bit of crepiness right there, I just don't like. You know what's really funny? People have DM'd me before, like, if they watch the podcast, like, I guess it's because the way I'm sitting there, like, damn, what highlight are you wearing? And I'm like, I don't wear a highlight, y'all. But what I do is I specifically block my nose. Say, for example, I'll take my setting spray, block my nose, and I'll just spray my setting spray directly onto right there so it looks like a highlight. You know what I mean? And people DM me like, what highlight are you wearing? I'm like, oh, I'm not wearing a highlight, y'all. It's literally just a setting spray. And that's the type of look that I like. I feel like when I put anything shimmery on that part of my face, I just feel like it emphasizes texture, and I don't like that. So maybe you guys might like that. Also too, they are going to be having the Quickie by Urban Decay on there, and then a Kate Somerville Exfoliate. Y'all, I have tried that before, and I actually really did like that, but oh my gosh, my skin has been too sensitive recently to use that. But back in the day when I first tried it, I was like, oh wow, it was like really, really good. But now I just think it's a little bit too abrasive for my skin. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get into the screenshots from this girl Michaela. Once again, I'm so sorry that I don't have her at, but it is spelt. Oh, you know what? Oh, there's a little bit of it right here on TikTok. It's Michaela Makeup 92, but the Michaela is spelled Michaela. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It's like very hard to see the handle, because she actually found out how to change the URL. So I did go onto her things to get some screenshots of it, but y'all, I apologize that they're kind of all over the place, because like I had mentioned earlier, like it's a green screen, so it's hard for me to see everything. I wish I was smart enough, y'all. I went onto the computer and I was like, how do I change the date of URL? And I still couldn't figure it out. So I do apologize, y'all, but you guys know, clearly I'm not a tech channel. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes down to that. But she did put on her thing, do not buy Tarte until 3/23. So they are going to be having the Shart. Oh my gosh, why do I always call it Shart? I swear to God, every single time I don't know why, because it's Shape Tape and it's Tarte, and I always call it Shart. The Shape Tape is going to be on sale for 50% off, but actually a bunch of Tarte products are going to be 50% off. But it's really funny because like everyone and their mom is like boycotting Tarte right now because of that brand trip. So I don't know if you guys are still into the Shape Tape that will be on sale. And then also too, on March 22nd, sorry, this is out of order. Literally, I just started taking screenshots of which order I was seeing things in. March 22nd, they're going to have the Lancome. I do not know how to pronounce this. I'm just going to call it Idol Ultra Wear Care and Glow, which low key, I would be curious to try. This retails for $57. The reason why I would be interested in trying this is because it has 5,476 reviews and 4.5 stars. So it seems like people really like it. And I'm like, ooh, I've never tried a Lancome foundation before. Can you guys believe it? That's going to be on March 22nd, as well as I want to say the Rem Concealer, which I haven't heard too much about, so I don't know about that, but it's $24 and it will be 50% off, so it'll be $12. So that's really good. And then, sorry, once again, we're going completely out of order here because I just started taking screenshots in the order of which I saw them. On March 15th, they're also going to be having more Lancome products. They have the Lash Mascara, which I'm going to be so honest with you guys. When it comes down to like mascaras, I'm sorry, but I don't see any difference between a high-end mascara and a drugstore mascara. I really do feel like drugstore mascaras work just the same. So I probably wouldn't even try that. I mean, $15 is not too bad, because I will say that now, you know, it's kind of like drugstore mascaras are probably around the same price too, but sometimes you can get them cheaper, y'all. Like there was this one time that I had went to Target and it was buy one get one 50% off. So I was like, ooh, even better. Anyways, moving on to the next March 16th. There's a bunch of It Cosmetics brushes. Everyone loves It Cosmetics brushes. You guys know when it comes down to me and complexion, I have to use a sponge because of my situation on my cheeks. Brushes just glide over it, leave it patchy and separated. But my mom absolutely loves It brushes. Also, I've seen before Raw Beauty Christy rave about It brushes. So if you guys are into that, March 17th, Anastasia Beverly Hills is going to have a bunch of products on there. They're going to have their long-wearing matte and satin lipsticks. They're going to be having their long-lasting velvety matte lip liners, and they're also going to be having their lip glosses for 50% off. On March 20th, they have the Beekman 1802, which is the hyaluronic acid and squalene. Y'all, I have heard a lot of things about Beekman, but I don't know like what's the it product, like what's the main Beekman product that you have to try. I'm really curious. Make sure you guys let me know. And then on March 21st, Nude Sticks cheek products are 50% off. So they're gonna have the full, you guys know that like Nude Sticks that has like one side of the color and then one side of the brush. You know, I'm sure they're cute, but not for me. And then on the 22nd, we have the Ouai, I hope that's how you pronounce it, Ouai, scalp serum that she had mentioned on there. And I guess those are the items that she thinks is going to be like a hit item. Obviously, you know, I ain't doing nothing with hair because I don't have hair. So that is pretty much it that I have as of right now. I am so sorry that like, I wish I could have made like an in-depth, like full video as far as all 21 days, but just them doing this like little hidden method, I think kind of sucks, you know. Please let me know how you guys feel about that. Like, are you guys the type of people where you're like, oh my gosh, I like a surprise, I like to like go on the app and then check every single day? Or are you the type that like to like plan out in advance? Because I'm like, am I just getting old that I just like to like plan out and I like to like know what I'm gonna purchase so that way I can budget and that way I can plan? Do you know what I mean? And then on top of that too, to be quite honest with you guys, I used to love that they had the 21 days out, because say for example, if I'm like, oh my gosh, right now I really need a new concealer, right? And I go and buy one. What if you buy that like Tarte Shape Tape and then it's like, damn, I just purchased this, and then literally a week later it's 50% off? Like, I'm the type of person where I get mad about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to like save every dollar I can, and then it's like, okay, then you have to go and return it and then rebuy it, and it's just like, I don't know. Which, by the way, I'm always like way too embarrassed to do. But I feel like in this like economy, I feel like I definitely should. You know what I mean? But I just wish that they would do the full 21 days of beauty. But I know obviously they're really trying to keep their competitors on their toes. But obviously Sephora's still over here doing their little sale. So I'm kind of like. Also, I just kind of wish that Sephora would just do their own thing and establish their own thing and put the full 21 days out there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my opinion. But if you guys know of any products that I should be trying out, please let me know. You guys know I love my complexion products. Definitely do keep that in mind. Also, I think like what had already passed, y'all, is they did have 50% off of the MAC Studio Fix, which, by the way, you know what's so crazy is I love the MAC Studio Fix powder, but I just feel like, I don't know, over the past 2 years, maybe even 3 years, the Makeup Forever matte velvet skin powder is just my go-to. That is like my number one. I will always love MAC Studio Fix powder, but I just feel like the Makeup Forever one is just so much better. But if there's any other products that I missed, obviously I know I didn't get to March 28th. Please let me know if you guys know what it is. I definitely will be reading the comments because y'all, I'm trying to see what's going to be on the sale, you know, and I really do hope that maybe if enough people like comment to Ulta, they'll just like stop, you know, this and just put the full 21 days out there, because I would really appreciate that. But make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.